Just to be clear. Please don't hurt. And no animals were harmed in the making of our show. Except for Owen.
One day this will be your kingdom.
Raise your sail.
I know for your characters you've been following directions and building your characters from something that was written. But you, what are you most proud of yourself that you achieved with your character and what you gave to your character?
I think what I pride myself in doing, well, I try and strive to do every time I approach a role, is to give as much layers and depth and knowledge of who I am, creating some depth to Durin, I suppose, and showing every aspect of his character. You know, that's something that JD and Patrick, the showrunners, you know, they clearly enjoy writing for the dwarves because it's a lot of fun, and you can tell that they've had fun doing it. And so I just kind of deliver whatever they tell me to do. To be honest with you,
I think just quite proud of, and it has to be said that I've had a lot of support with that as well. So whilst I'm kind of the host of it, there's been so much going on around with the incredible creators and friends and cast members. So just really proud of the dimensions that we can give to this kind of first iconic opportunity. It was about echoing Owen, just so many different dimensions, and that we can have something so relatable, like warm and parental and maternal and kind of funny, but she also has like magical powers, and you'll see later on in the season that she can be really ambitious and really tough and really strong as well. I feel proud to have delivered something that has a ton of different angles.
And it's true that we also can do that because of the support that we've had, and also the nature of the show. Each episode is its own film, really, and so you can really luxuriate in each world and take the time to see those layers. When you have even a 3-hour film, you got to get to what's happening, and here we can really lay the foundation of who these characters are and where they could potentially go. And for Gil-galad, I just don't want him to be like some aloof, floaty angel thing. Like, he's got swagger and a temper. And I mean, if you look at all the battles he would have either witnessed or participated in the first stage, I mean, the guy is like, there's nothing aloof about him. I hope that he's mysterious and potentially, frankly, scary. And I think he loves Middle Earth, but also as part of his job is like herding cats. And every once in a while, he just wants to use a net.
You mean herding?
Herding. Not hurting cats.
Hurting cats.
Herding. Like, you get out of there. Get on that boat. Oh, you ought to. It's like that. Not like. Just to be clear. Please don't hurt. And no animals were harmed in the making of our show. Except for Owen.
I am so proud of what the show has achieved with the message that Tolkien had a long time ago with diversity and with people coming together to just fight evil, right? And if you had the chance to talk to Tolkien, to ask him about something or to show the job that you've done, what would you tell him? What would you talk about with him?
I'd ask him some specifics about things that he hadn't fully flushed out, but also I don't want to talk to him. There, I've said it. Like, I want to continue to read his work. Well, that's what's beautiful about art, is it transcends you, the person. Like the work that this will be, those films are 20 years old, and this is, we're doing something new, and people will come to this long after we're gone. And that to me is beautiful. There's a generosity to it and an egolessness to creation that I think is the whole point.
Yeah, I think I'd just say thank you for creating a world that is really accessible and inclusive. He creates races. He creates fearlessness and fear and bravery in every single section of a world. There are so many different people that look different, that speak differently, that have cultural differences. And he's created a world where we all find ways to negotiate with coming together, celebrating and embracing our differences to overcome evil.
But I got so many questions. I mean, all very, very specific. But I'd like to know if C.S. Lewis, because him and C.S. Lewis were in university together. I'm right in saying that, weren't they? I'd like to know which one of them would now think they've got the best books.
Who won?
Who won? Who won?
Oh, that's tough.
When you started doing the audition, maybe, I don't know specific cases, but you don't know what you were auditioning for. And you had to work with some things that were abstract, like you don't know what you're doing. And then when they build the set, everything is so tangible. So you have both ways to work with these things. How did you experience that?
You touched on this the other day that the three of us are from a theatre background, and therefore, you know, stepping out in front of an audience and looking as if you're looking over an ocean, it kind of comes in quite easily for us. So, in terms of the audition, you know, we're always auditioning in a room, in an office, at home, in front, you know, up against the wall. So our imagination is kind of quite high, running quite high, isn't it?
It also, sorry.
Yeah, go on.
But it's something that Sophia said yesterday, that there is a comfort in knowing they've cast the best people for the jobs. That it's not, like, regardless of where you have 2 pages of something they're flushing out and you're trying to get to the root of it, or you've got an entire season. I mean, you say it much better than I do.
No,
but that it is, you know, about hiring the best people.